just before 10 p.m., a Dallas officer called police dispatch saying that she had just been involved in a shooting at these apartment complexes in the 1200 block of South Lamar. Now, preliminary information suggests that the officer was in full uniform and just finished working a full shift. And then she reported to responding officers that when she came home, she entered into the victim's apartment believing it was her own apartment. And at some point, she pulled her weapon and shot the victim. The responding officers administered aid to the 26-year-old male victim until the paramedics arrived, at which time he was transported to an area hospital where he was pronounced deceased.
You said the belief is that this officer went into what she believed was her own apartment, but it was not. It was a different apartment in the building, and this person who is now dead was inside there at the time?
That is correct. That's what preliminary information is suggesting at this time.
Did she think that this was an intruder in her apartment?
Well, I won't go into that information right now. I mean, we have not interviewed her, and this is just, like I said, this is just a preliminary statement. We still have a lot to do in this investigation. So there's a lot of information I understand you guys want, but this is all we can give you at this time.
Okay. Yeah, it's a personal page. Okay, so I'm here at the south side of Lamar. I ran into a gentleman who's actually going to show me how the keys work to the door. So this is his apartment.
It's not in my apartment.
Okay.
It's live right now, so
right.
When the key fob go in, it turns green. You can turn it. Boom.
It opens up when it turns green. Okay. All right, and that lets you know that that's your apartment. But if it's not your apartment, okay. So now we're gonna walk over to his neighbor's apartment. So if it doesn't work, if the key doesn't fit and the code doesn't work, it's not gonna turn or do anything. Do you see this? It's gonna turn red. So we have some inconsistencies in the story, because even if you thought that was your apartment when it didn't open, then what do? Like if it doesn't open, right? Okay, y'all, just coming to y'all with tidbits of information. This is Southside of Lamar, 1210 Southside, regarding the officer-involved shooting that occurred yesterday.
Peace, everybody. Welcome back to All Viral Access Media. Please like, please share, and please subscribe, and please click that bell for more notifications. And again, this is my backup channel, so please subscribe if you ever come in contact with this video here. Thank you. Let's get into this bullshit, yo. Anyway, let's read. I actually reached out to some friends as well, so I'm trying to basically wait on a response, and I want to know who the family is. I've been trying to see who it is, but if y'all do, hit me up, let me know. But anywho, a Dallas police officer returning home from work shot and killed a neighbor after she said she mistook his apartment for her own. Whatever, police said Friday. The officer called dispatch to report that she had shot the man Thursday night. Police said she told responding officers that she believed the victim's apartment was her own when she entered it. bullshit. Cause y'all seen the video, the motherfucking key, you put in the key, it will turn red if your key do not fit, if it's the wrong apartment. When it turns green, that means your key fits, okay? But any motherfucking who, Dallas Police Chief Renee Hall said at a press conference that her department is seeking a manslaughter warrant for the officer, who won't be identified until she is officially charged. The responding officers, now this is the shit that bugged me out. The responding officers administered first aid to the victim, who the Dallas County Medical Examiner office identified as 26-year-old Botham Shem. He was taken to the hospital, pronounced dead at the scene. Now look, if she could have saved them or not, but why the first responding officers? You understand? Why not her? If you see that this was a mistake, and you mean to tell me you don't know who this guy is? You mean to tell me you don't know who Gene is? So when you would have cut the light on, if it was dark, you tell him, you can say, oh my God, Gene, you did not perform any type of CPR or administered first aid to the victim. See, that's suspect. The kind of the legitimate speculation of her and Gene having something, you know, more than just being neighbors. That assumption could automatically be true, because you damn sure ain't administer no goddamn aid, no CPR, no pumping on the chest. You did nothing, so you had to wait till officers come. You was that scared, you did not know who it was. But let me not try to hold y'all too long, but it's bullshit. The officer, who is white, will be placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigations, police said. Authorities haven't said how the officer got into Gene's home, why, or whether his door was open or unlocked. Why? She didn't tell y'all? Oh, y'all just don't want to say it, or you just don't know, huh? The officer was in full uniform, fam, when she shot Gene, who was black, Hall said. Hall couldn't provide the location of the officer or whether she was in custody. Of course, she's on administrative leave. Of course she's not in custody. Hall said the officer's blood will be tested to determine whether she was using drugs or alcohol. Now, they can lie with that as well. They can lie and say, yeah, she has something in her system, just to corroborate her new story that she's going to come up with. Okay? She said the officer hadn't yet been questioned. Why she haven't been questioned? She's supposed to be questioned to know what happened. Anyway, right now there's more questions than we have answers. Yeah, because y'all refuse to give her any fucking questions. You refuse to question her. As it said, she said the officer has yet been questioned. When officers initially responded to the scene, they began investigating the case as an officer-involved shooting, Hall said. When the circumstances led us to another direction, she said the department invited the Texas Rangers to take over the conduct an independent investigation. Hall said she had spoken with Gene's sister and offered the family condolences. Residents of the apartment complex said they can access their unit with a regular key or through a keypad code. So when you put in the key, as you see here, you see the light coming on, and you put the key in, and then it turns green. Green means it's the right key, you can open. Red means wrong fucking door. Now, 2 women who live on the second floor near where the shooting happened said they heard a lot of noise late Thursday. If you, female police, Amber Guyger, alleged name, if you just mistakenly went into his house, how is people saying it was like police talk? Open up, open up. 20-year-old Caitlin Simpson told the Dallas Morning News. Now remember her name, Caitlin Simpson. She said that she heard open up, open up. That don't sound like somebody who mistakenly went inside of their goddamn house. Somebody else mistakenly walk into somebody else's house. How you gonna say open up, open up? What are you talking about? You walked into their crib, so open up, open up. What? Saying that meaning open the fucking door, because y'all have more than just a neighbor relationship. Okay? Yasmin Hernandez, 20, was studying with Simpson when they heard the commotion. Now they studying and they hearing all of this, so this is just a figment of their imagination. Huh? We heard cops yelling, but otherwise had no idea what was going on, Hernandez said. Gene grew up in St. Lucia and attended Harding University in Searcy, Arkansas, where he often led campus worship services before graduating in 2016. The school said in a statement that July he went to work for the PwC in risk assurance. In the statement released to the station, the company called his death a terrible tragedy. Botham Shem was a member of the PwC family in our Dallas office, and we are simply heartbroken to hear of his death, the statement said. Now I want to read something else. Now this picture here, it shows the female on the far right. Now I reached out to some people. I'm trying to find out who his family is. So if for those who may know the name of his sister or whatever, please send that shit to me ASAP. So with that being said, let's continue. Now this picture here, it says that this alleged people in this picture, the one on the far right with the glasses, with the shades, is Amber Amber Guyger. Okay, now I looked at I tried to look for some friends or that definitely knows him. I sent out some messages just waiting for a response, and one of them is probably not, but I'm just saying it was a striking resemblance. All right, it was. I would not put that person's picture up for assurance for me. I don't want to get sued. So strikingly a resemblance of her. It's just that the person who I looked at, her hair is more of a reddish color. You understand what I'm saying? Like them redheads. So the hair color here, and I looked at a lot of pictures of her to see if her hair looked like that, and there's a marking on this person's leg, so I was looking for that mark too, or like on her calf muscle somewhere. So I was trying to, do my little analysis there. It's a striking resemblance, but if she would have took them damn glasses off, I would know definitely if that's her, but I can't really tell. But I'm not saying it is that person, and I'm not saying it is, but it's probably not, to be honest. Probably not, but it's almost a resemblance there, so I'll say that. So Amber Guyger was named as the officer responsible, but no records of that name exist. Guyger was also involved in an officer-involved shooting in 2017. Claims that Chief U. Renee Hall verified Guyger as the shooter have yet to be confirmed. Now, initially, Amy Guyger was named as the officer responsible for the shooting. A picture of Jean with 3 women was said to have pictured Guyger. Social media has spread a rumor that Jean was dating Guyger in the picture. Others have disputed the picture is of Jean and co-workers. How you gonna dispute if it's of Jean? That is him and co-workers. That's funny right there. Just that little short sentence there, suspect. We were unable to find any record of Amy Guyger in the Dallas area or confirm the identity of the women in the image. They probably don't want to be identified because at the end of the day, goddammit, they're dealing with officers. Officers is deadly, so you gotta tread carefully. So with that being said, now they said social media has spread a rumor that Jean was dating Guyger. It had to be. That, I coined the phrase legitimate assumption or a legitimate speculation. Now that legitimate speculation or assumption can corroborate that theory, because at the end of the day, why would you walk inside this guy's crib? And if you mistakenly went into the wrong house, when you walked in there, what was he doing? Was he laying down sleep? Or was he rummaging through the apartment? Or did he charge at you like they said Michael Brown did the officer, like he's fucking Juggernaut or something from the X-Men. Like he could just charge you and bullets could just bounce off him like Luke Cage. And Caitlyn and Yasmin said they heard open up, open up, open up. Come on, family. Did you get a copy of the key? Amber? Amy Guyger? Amber Guyger? Whatever. Because I see that name there too. It say Amber and Amy. So, anywho, did you make a copy of the key? Because you're officer, I'm pretty sure the locksmith is not going to question you about making a copy of a key. You put the key in, it turns red if it don't fit. Put in the key, it'll turn green if it's the right key. Y'all understand? And there's a keypad code to as you put in some numbers, blah 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 blah, and you go in. So, were y'all in a relationship or a sexual relationship and you just got head over heels? Open up, open up. Did he open the door to let you in to see why you causing this such a disturbance? Huh? You ain't like what you heard and you just shot him out of revenge or being hurt or being let down? It have to be that. But I think they're gonna use either two things. In my conclusion, they're gonna use either two things. Either they're gonna use her being under the influence. Excuse me, y'all. She's under the influence, or that they was in a relationship. Because you gonna act like you don't know him now. You don't know your neighbor. You're an officer, especially if there's a big black man. It doesn't. I don't care how y'all gonna take this, but at the end of the day, there's a big black man. Y'all always afraid of a big black man. Every time you come around, your presence alone, whether you smile, whether you don't give off a negative presence, just your presence alone is going to be negative in some other people's eyes. So you don't know who that man is. So either she's going to use the drunken excuse or under the influence excuse, or it's going to be they did have a relationship but he was abusive. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to come to his defense and be like, that guy would never hurt a fly. You know what I'm saying? And he believed in God. He was a real God-fearing man. He even married some people. That's due to my little research. So, what kind of thing they're going to come up with now to paint a negative image? Because you know that's what they're going to do. They're going to dig deep and try to find somebody in his family to make him look negative to the point where he deserved to get shot. Because it's all about emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the perception that they trying to put out so you can have your own judgment. They could basically subconsciously sway your judgment just by what they put in the news. So is they gonna come up with something? Because evidently this man don't have a bad background, or they gonna try to come up with something. So you know they're gonna try to paint this man as a monster. And if not, that'll be great. That would be very respectful if they try to paint this dude as who he is, a good person. Understand what I'm saying? A God-fearing person. Not all God-fearing people are innocent either. But from what's being told, this man is a great guy. You understand what I'm saying? So, shortly after Guyger was named as the officer, another name began spreading. Officer Amber Guyger. Guyger is, or at least was, an officer with the Dallas Police Department who was involved in another officer-related shooting on May 12th of 2017. So now, instead of Amy, it's Amber Guyger. Now let's look up Amber Guyger. Let's look up Amber Guyger. Let's do that. Amber Guyger. Let's see. Ooh, 5 facts you need to know about Amber Guyger. Yeah, that's her, alright. Yep. That's Amber Guyger for you. Yeah, we're gonna talk about her. So it is Amber Guyger. So that is the same lady who was involved in a shooting in 2017. So yeah, man, this lady, she the one that did it. Now let me interject by saying this too. Again, a couple of the residents stated that they heard the officer banging on the door and yelling, "Open the door, open the door, open the goddamn door." Those same residents stated that it was rumored that they had dated. That's basically it. So there it is. So you telling me the people there don't know? Come on now. They're gonna say that it's a rumor, but evidently they have been. It makes perfect sense. And if she was or is an officer, she went there dressed up as an officer. But she is an officer because, as they say, she's on administrative leave. So if you saying open the door, that's not mistakenly or accidentally walking into somebody else's apartment. Nah, you was well aware, family. So just look out for all the excuses. Okay? She the one that did it. So with that being said, y'all let me know y'all thoughts. They is going to corroborate. They are going to come up with an excuse. They're going to come up with a plan to make her get off easy. Okay? So let's see how this turns out. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this. Because me personally, I think she's going to get off. But I hope not. Because there's no way in hell. But anyway, I'm just a goddamn YouTuber. All Viral Access Media family. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Alright? And again, if you come across this video, please subscribe. Because this is my backup channel. Because, man, I just leave it there. Some bullshit with YouTube. But with that being said, goddamn it, I'm out this motherfucker. Peace.
Let's praise God this morning. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul. Worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. Your rich in love and Your slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, my soul. Oh, my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like
All Viral Access Media.